चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः। गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। स्थूलं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। भवजीव्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरत्नं विराजिता परम्बुजः वेदान्तं भुजसूर्योय तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चैतन्य शाश्वत शान्तो व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादकलातीतः तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ज्ञानशक्तिसमारूढः तत्त्वमाला विभूषितः भुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदाता च तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्मसम्प्राप्ता कर्मबन्धविदायिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। शोषणं भावसिन्धुष ज्ञापनं सारसम्पदः गुरुपादोरकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। न गुरुराधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरुराधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानपरं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मन्नतः श्रीजगन्नाथ मद्गुरु श्रीजगद्गुरु ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुरादिरनादीश गुरुपरमदेवता गुरुपरतरं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्याद्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। Vishwananda Sachitananda Bhakti Muktidatta Swami Vishwananda Bhagavan. Sachitananda Bhakti Muktidatta Swami Vishwananda Bhagavan. Jai Gurudeva Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Bhagavan. Jai Gurudeva Sri Vishwananda Sri Vishwananda Bhagavan. Jai Gurudeva Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Bhagavan. Jai Gurudeva Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Bhagavan. Anatanata Bhakta Janapala Swami 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 Vishwananda Bhagavan. Sachitananda Bhakti Muktidatta 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 Swami Vishwananda Bhagavan. Jai Gurudeva Premavatara Sri 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 Vishwananda Bhagavan. Anatanata Bhakta Janapala Swami 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 Vishwananda Bhagavan. Sachitananda Bhakti Muktidatta 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 Swami Vishwananda Bhagavan. Jai Gurudeva Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Bhagavan. Om Bhavatara Shishaya Namaha. Om Vishamaya Namaha. Om Devakara Samudyataya Namaha. Om Sukshmatanave Namaha. Om Chinmayaya Namaha. Om Gurumurtaye Namaha. Om Sundaraya Namaha. Om Sulochanaya Namaha. Om Sumukaya Namaha. Om Charvasaya Namaha. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Padmabhujaya Namaha. Om Annagamanaya Namaha. Om Charumbaladharine Namaha. Om Ramaya Namaha. Om Mandir Stavakaya Namaha. Om Shri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Namaha. Om Gayatri Ajvane Namaha. Om Apana Svinkarakaya Namaha. Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namaha. Om Namo Narayana Iti Mantropasakaya Namaha. Om Swaramayaya Namaha. Om Madhurakantaya Namaha. Om Krishna Sankirtana Rupaya Namaha. Om Stuta Priyaya Namaha. Om Mitabashine Namaha. Om Padmine Namaha. Om Chittakara Visharaya Namaha. Om Ratadharaya Namaha. Om Sarave Namaha. Om Jagatpantaya Namaha. Om Sarvalokayataya Namaha. Om Bhakta Priyaya Namaha. Om Surgaya Namaha. Om Anukulaya Namaha. Om Neyaya Namaha. Om Sudarshanaya Namaha. Om Bhaktavatsalaya Namaha. Om Premamurtaye Namaha. Om Subhishanaya Namaha. Om Pritivaranaya Namaha. Om Swastidayakaya Namaha. Om Tarakaya Namaha. Om Anugrahaya Namaha. Om Vadanaya Namaha. Om Achitaya Namaha. Om Attaya Namaha. Om Sinipradaya Namaha. Om Janadanaya Namaha. Om Manoharaya Namaha. Om Akshaya Namaha. Om Siddheshwaraya Namaha. Om Bhasmabhushitaya Namaha. Om Atmalingaya Namaha. Om Lingachanarosrakaya Namaha. Om Siddhi Sadanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Om Karupasakaya Namaha. Om Sukshmaya Namaha. Om Vishwakaya Namaha. Om Satvikaya Namaha. Om Samadarshine Namaha. Om Dakshaya Namaha. Om Achintyaya Namaha. Om Nirankaraya Namaha. Om Nimohaya Namaha. Om Avyagraya Namaha. Om Chitakrodaya Namaha. Om Vinayashilaya Namaha. Om Svavashaya Namaha. Om Kushalaya Namaha. Om Shamaya Namaha. Om Satyadharmaya Namaha. Om Nivikalpaya Namaha. Om Viraktaya Namaha. Om Atindraya Namaha. Om Satyasandaya Namaha. Om Pavitraya Namaha. Om Madhurasvabhavaya Namaha. Om Suranandaya Namaha. Om Nandanaya Namaha. Om Prasanatmane Namaha. Om Bhaktanidaye Namaha. Om Sakshaye Namaha. Om Samatmaye Namaha. Om Sadayogine Namaha. Om Haraye Namaha. Om Sutapaya Namaha. Om Saumyaya Namaha. Om Guyaya Namaha. Om Vibhutatmaya Namaha. Om Gambiraya Namaha. Om Guptaya Namaha. Om Atmaramaya Namaha. Om Srinivasaya Namaha. Om Devaya Namaha. Om Yudidaraya Namaha. Om Ganyaya Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Guratikramaya Namaha. Om Gahanaya Namaha. Om Bhagavate Namaha. Om Harisharnamandalarshakaya Namaha. Om Kutashajanartakaya Namaha. Om Abhiprayaya Namaha. Om Sarvamata Samatyaya Namaha. Om Kshamakata Bhavavanakaya Namaha. Om Devavatara Sri Vishwananda Swami Namaha. Ato Deva Avantuno Yato Vishnu Vichakrame Varidya Sakta Ramami Iram Vishnu Vichakrame Tretani Tate Padam Samo Namasya Bhagum Sure Treni Pata Vichakrame Vishnu Gopa Atabhyaha Ato Dharmani Dharayana Vishnu Karmani Pashyata Yato Vritani Paspashe Indrasya Yuja Saga Tad Vishnu Paramam Padagum Sada Pashanti Surya Deve Vachakshuratatam Tad Viplaso Vipanyavo Jagruvagum Sasamindate Vishnu Yat Paramam Param. Vishwananda prachodayat. Om Premavattaraya vidmahe Satgurudevaya dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda prachodayat. Om Premavattaraya vidmahe Satgurudevaya dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda prachodayat. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Swayakoti Samarava Nirvighnan Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Bhurbhuvah Svah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Svah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Svah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Kaitapare Narayana Shuta Trivikrama Chakrapane Niradi Sahasrara Rashidhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukmini Sabhavana Hare Murare Radesha Gopasya Surupa Parani Vandya Shri Dvarakashala Vaikuntha Pate Bhuvane Kamote Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Meena Krute Kamara Rupa Kanda Padapaharatinya Sudesha Rupa Chandrana Naya Sida Chandana Lipna Deha Govinda Yara Vahare Tava Suprabhata Shri Nanda Nandana Yashoda Kumara Dira Mayankarina Ravishona Supushpahara Nila Murara Susarira Ramadhihara Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhata Shri Vaishnu Jambavati Satya Sodanti Bhadra Shri Mitra Vindari Vasa Prabhu Putra Karyahe Tishtanti Divya Bhava Meta Vasevanada Gopi Mana Priyare Tava Suprabhata Shri Krishna Ashuta Ananta Mukunda Shore Radha Manohara Janadana Chakrapane Namani Divya Munayona Nishambaranti Brahmi Muhurta Samaye Tava Suprabhata Shri Krishna Suprabhata Ye Patanti Ahanisa Buri Kritam Mahapapa Shri Krishna Rahe Dokram Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadi Adya Govinda Savakarana Karanam Govinda Mari Pusham Tamaham Bhajahami Govinda Mari Pusham Tamaham Bhajahami Chintamani Prakara Sattva Sukalpa Veksha Laksha Vitesha Suramiya Vipalayanta Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrama Sevyamana Govinda Mari Pusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Pusham Tamaham Bhajami Venum Panantam Aravinda Rayana Tasha Vahavatam Samasi Sampura Sundarangam Tanda Pakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Kala Sattvala Maya Vamshi Ratnagaram Panaya Keri Kala Vilasam Shamam Vibhangalalitam Niyata Prakasha Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Asya Sakalendriya Vitrimante Pashanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sarujvala Vigrahasya Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitam Achyutam Anani Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Dulamam Adula Ramatmabanto Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Pantastu Koti Shatavatsara Samprakamyo Vayoratapi Manaso Muni Pungavanam Sopyasti Atmavara Simya Vichintya Tatve Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ekopya Sora Saritum Jagananda Kotrim Yachakti Asti भजामि आनन्द चिन्मय रसात्मकयामनाशु या प्राणिनां प्रतिफलं स्मरतामुपेत्य लीलायितेन भुवनानि जयानि यत्र गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोलोकनं विनिचरं विकले च तस्य देवी महेशारि रामसुतेषु तेषु ते ते प्रभावनिचया विहितस्य येन गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि सृष्टिस्थितिप्रलयसारणशक्तिरेका चाये वयस्य भुवनानि विभाति दुर्गा ईशानरूपमपि यस्य च चेष्टते सा गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि श्रीरामतारतिविकारविशेषयोग सञ्जायतेन तथा प्रत्यनास्ति हेतुः यशम्भुतमपि तथा समुपैति कायान् गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि दीपाचि एवैव शङ्करमभ्युपेत्य दीपायते विविधहेतुसमानकामा यस्तादिगेवैष विष्णुतया विभाति गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यकारमावनजले भजति स्मयोग निद्रामनन्दजगनन्दसरोमकूपः आधारशक्तिमवलम्ब्य परं स्वमूर्तिं गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्यैकनिश्वसितकालमतावलम्ब्य जीवन्ति लोमविलजा जगरङ्गनाथः विष्णोर्महंसैर्यस्य कलाविशेषो गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि वस्वान च स्म सकलेषु निजेषु तेजः स्वीयं क्रियात्मकतया कृतिनात्ममात्रा ब्रह्माय एष जगदन्तविधानकान्ता गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यत्पारपल्लवयुगं विनिधाय कुम्भ त्वन्त्वे प्रणामसमये सगनानिराजः विघ्नं विहन्तुमलं यस्य जगत्त्रयस्य गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि अग्निमहि जगदमम्बुमरुद्रिशास्य कालस्य आत्ममनसीरि जगत्त्रयानि यस्मात् भवन्ति विभवन्ति विशन्ति यं च गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यच्चक्षुरेश सविता सकलाग्रहाणां राजा समस्तसुरमूर्तिरशेषतेजः यस्सञ्जया प्रमितसंवृतकालचक्रो गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि रामोरपापनिचया शुकलस्तवांसे रामारिकीर्तपररावणयस्य जीवः यकारमात्रविभवा प्रकटा प्रभाव गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमारिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्मिन् गोपमरदेन्द्रमहोस्वकाम Satchitananda Vigraha Anati Adya Govinda Savakarana Taranam Govinda Mari Pusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Pusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Agnanatimirandasya gnanachana shalakaya shakshurunmilidam yena tasme Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Gurudev and good morning. We are in the Srimad Bhagavatam and it's the Canto 10, chapter 14, verse 2. Asyapi deva vapuso mat anukasya svecha mayasya natu buddha mayasa kopi neshe mahita asutum manastarina sakshat deva kim utatma sukane putehe. My dear Lord, neither I nor anyone else can estimate the potency of this transcendental body of yours, which has shown such mercy unto me, and which appears just to fulfill the desires of your devotees. Also, my mind is completely withdrawn from material affairs. I cannot understand your personal form. How then could I possibly understand the happiness you experience within yourself? So this verse is part of, the Leela with Brahma and Krishna, when Brahma wanted to test Lord Krishna, Balakrishna, and he stole all the gopas and the calves. And Krishna, in his mercy, was doubling, he was expanding himself. So he became each of the gopas, he became each of the calves, which is a very, very beautiful Leela. And we sing actually every day. We sing the Govinda prayers. And in case you're not aware, that these Govinda prayers are actually the praise of Brahma to Krishna after he realized what he has done and after he got humiliated by Krishna, but not in a, let's say, so obvious way. It's he got humiliated through the love which Krishna has. And this is described in this verse. How can I understand? Because you are just beyond my understanding. And even I have already dropped all material affairs, still I cannot grasp your form. And when we look at Brahma, we all know he's not the most popular God, maybe also because of this, but in a way he was the one, he's actually the one who expanded the Srimad Bhagavatam. And this is not so clear actually, because we don't talk so much about him, but this Vedic knowledge is actually expanded through Lord Brahma, and that's why he has the 4 Vedas also in his hands. So he has received already this knowledge. He has it, and still this knowledge is not enough. It's not enough, this Vedic knowledge, to understand Krishna himself. In the first verse of the Srimad Bhagavatam, he's said he's Adikavi, the primal Vedic scholar, because he has the 4 Vedas in his hands. So this is the very first verse in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Still, Brahma is not so, he's not so popular. And there's only one temple of him in India. And before I met Guruji, I was accidentally visiting this temple. So in a way, I have a good connection to Brahma because I had a deep experience there, but not a spiritual experience. It was just a very pleasant experience because I was not very well. And it helped me. Just I felt much better after leaving the temple. And that's why I always remember this temple of Brahma. And I have personally, I like Brahma. Yeah, so, this Govinda prayer, which we sing every day, these are the praises which gives Brahma after he realized his mistakes. And he tries, to describe everything what he felt, which is not already expressed in the Vedas or anywhere else. And we also know that this Govinda prayer, or this part, is from the Brahma Sutra, the Sri Brahma Sutra, and this text was actually lost. And this text was originally in a temple in South India, in Tamil Nadu, which I found out by going a little bit in detail. So these texts were hidden, or they were lost in this temple, which is part of the 108 Divya Deshams. So these are these Tamil Nadu temples, where which Guruji also has visited, where many of the texts of the Divya Pradambam and so on is kept there, and also these very important deities, they are all in these temples. So this is one of these temples. It's in Kanyakumari. It's in South India, the tip of South India. And it's said that even Parashuram was consecrating this temple. So it happened in Treta Yuga. So just if we are realizing how old this prayers is, and that it was lost for a long time, and it was Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu Chaitanya, who found it. He revealed that, and he is the one, like 500 years ago, who put it back in, let's say, in the remembrance of us. So that's what we are singing every day, right? And I think this is it's good to remind us. Yeah, but actually also why I chose this verse is because I was also, like many of you, I guess, we got really touched from one of the Twitters, which Guruji was writing some days ago, where he was talking about how we misunderstand the tests and the purifications in our life, and that we just use these words, test and purification, but we cannot see, we cannot feel the love. We don't talk about the love, why it is happening. We just call it like this because this is the language we speak. We humans speak in this language, but Guruji speaks in another language. He speaks the language of love. So we cannot, what we receive with our mind, our purification, it's something totally different how he perceives it. And so I don't want to go too much in this Twitter, but if you have not read it, you need to meditate on this. It has so much deeper messages for us, that everything what he does is out of love. And I remember, like many, many years ago, when Guruji used to be with us before Darshan or during, dinner or lunchtime, he sometimes asked us, what should I talk at satsang? What should I ask? Nowadays, I understand this very much. But we always say, how can we say what you should talk about? And then somebody said, just talk about love. And then Guruji said, I can talk about love, but I always talk about love. And this is like, it's actually true. When he looks stern to us, he talks about love in a way which is just much deeper. And this is not possible to understand with the mind. It's only when you drop inside in your heart that you understand these messages on another level. So when he looks like stern, yeah, you have not a nice question, you don't study, yeah? It's just because he wants us to read that we can actually make these bridges to the way he is and the way it is described, and we understand this. And this I cannot just say from my perspective all over the years. It's really a puzzle. And when you understand another part, it makes the picture more full. It's not complete, but it makes it just more full. Yeah, so when he says, yeah, I can only talk about love, that means also I can also act only in love. You know, it's the same, you know, where he talks, you know, what he does, it's just love. There is nothing else. So now I would like to share an incident which happened to me, which was an act of love from him, but I didn't see it in the first moment. So it was sometimes a little bit chilly in the evening, and for dinner, the dinner was normally outside, but I'm very cold very easily. So I normally grab my dinner and I try to eat inside. But inside was not really a dining room. There was a small room where we had breakfast, but I'm talking, sorry, I made a big step now. I'm talking about my experience in El Mara during the temple inauguration in America. So, so it was around this time, and so I grabbed my dinner and I thought, I will just go quickly in that room, eat quickly, and then go, because it was already set up for dinner time with Guruji, and he always had his dinner with some people, and I know about it. But somehow I thought I just go quickly anyway, he will not eat now, and I can eat, and everything is fine, because I eat very quickly. So, and I did this 2 times. The first time when I did it, it was like this, that I was sitting here eating, and I saw all these things prepared, you know, his table and so on. And I thought, this used to be my duty, preparing everything. Oh, it used to be my duty to cook, which the kitchen was next door. Oh, I used to sit there also. And then I remembered even the first trip to America, and I said, I used to sit there also. Now I just think about, quickly eat and go. And this came in my mind, and somehow I was slightly lost in my mind, and I thought, my goodness, how things can change. And even I know about it, and I'm aware about it. I thought, why are you putting yourself in such a situation? But I did it, and I had to face it, and I had to just observe my mind. And then I thought, no, I don't want to go in this direction now, you know. So I quickly eat. I left, but I was not so pure in my thought. And before, everything was perfect. I had just wonderful days, everything. I was just so grateful. But this moment took me out. The peace went out. So I went out, and you cannot imagine who crossed by was Guruji. And I said, of course, he's coming right now, just mirroring even more what I was just thinking. And it was obvious. And so I crossed, I bowed down, and I said, Guruji, you're just beyond everything. And of course, he was not looking, he was ignoring, like he said in the Twitter, when he ignores. And I just had a smile on my face, and I thought, I know. I understand, You just want to show your presence, that you know what is going on. But then he turned, and I was not expected. I didn't expect that he will turn, because I thought he wants to mirror my thoughts. But he turned, And then he asked very sweetly, super sweet, "How are you, Dakshini? Are you enjoying your time?" Yeah, and so I just had my smile back. And actually, the way he looked only with one eye, just one eye, he was looking at me. And I felt it was a darshan. I felt it was a darshan. It was like, I felt really like a darshan. It was different. It was a different look. It was not like he's just looking. It was something deep. And then I just say that I enjoy each moment. And then he had his smile and he went away. So this Twitter, when he tweeted this, it touched me because I felt, his ignoring is not because of a test. This ignoring is because of love. This ignoring is because this distance is not because of a test or a purification, it's because of love. Because in this way we have a chance to grow and to go beyond everything. So, but then I thought, okay, in a way, I passed the test. So I was going again. One night it was chilly and I was not in the mood of talking. Anyway, during eating, I don't like to talk so much. So I grabbed my blade. I went again to this dining place. Everything was prepared and I said, no, I don't go in this. I eat and I go. Okay, I was eating, So everything was good, but then Guichi came. And he sees me there and looking like, what are you doing here? That was his look. And then he left, but then he came in again and I felt already, so he said, you cannot eat here. So it was not enough. The lesson before was not enough. He directly had to tell me, you cannot eat here. So I said, sorry. I grabbed my plate and again, I lost my peace for a moment. But you know what happened was, yeah, of course, he wanted to say, look, this is your position and this is where it's meant to be. And he just wanted to put more salt and pepper and chili in the thing. So I went, and the only place which I found was outside in the garden where nobody was, because I was really not in the mood of talking. And then I met somebody who was also there, and we had such a beautiful conversation. Such a beautiful conversation. It would have not happened because I would have not sit there, I would have not sit with the person. And I realized during the conversation, Guichi just wanted me to go there and to talk with this person. And I got it. So again, it was an act of love. In a way, he said, you cannot. In a way, he said, go away, And how many times he says, go away. But this go away is not go away. It means come closer. And there is something which is meant for you. So we have to go very deep in this, that it's really an act of love and not an act of anything else. So anyway, I wanted to share another story, but I feel like it's already, my satsangs are always so long, and I wanted to make it a bit shorter, so maybe next time I show you another incident which happened, which was really obvious, a miracle. It also fits to the verse, we are not aware what he is doing. It's so hidden behind the scenes, and he's always ready to do it at any time. Jai Gurudev.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste, 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 Namaste Vaksha Hiranyakashipu Vaksha Hiranyakashipu Vaksha Hiranyakashipu Vaksha Shilatankana Kalaye Shilatankana Kalaye Tunasimo Paratunasimo Tunasimo Paratunasimo Tunasimo Paratunasimo Tunasimo Paratunasimo Yato Yato Yamitato Nanasimo Yato Yato Yamitato Nanasimo Nanasimo Riraye Nanasimo Nanasimo Riraye Nanasimo Nanasimo Madim Sharanam Prapate Nanasimo Madim Sharanam Prapate Nanasimo Madim Sharanam Prapate Nanasimo Madim Sharanam Prapate Tava Kava Kamanavare Nakama Putashlinga Dadita Hiranyakashipu Tanuvringa Keshavadrita Narahirupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Bhavakaya Kamala Bare Nakama Bhuta Shinga Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanuvringa Sri Vishwananda Gurudev. Paramahatma, Tuma Tarayami, Swami Tuma Swami. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Tuma palana karta, Swami tuma palana karta. Main sevak tuma Swami, main sevak tuma Swami. Kripa karo bharata. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Tuma eka gocha sabke pranapati, Swami sabke pranapati. Visavini milo dayamaya, visavini milo kripamaya. Tumako main tumaki. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Dina bandhu lukaharta, tumara rakshaka mere, Swami tumara rakshaka mere. Karuna hata baraho, karuna hata baraho, sharana parate. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Vishaya vikara mikao, paparo deva, Swami paparo deva. Shada bhakti baraho, shada prema baraho, santana ki seva. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Tana mana dana sab hai tera, Swami sab kuch hai tera, Swami sab kuch hai tera. Tera tujhko arpana, tera tujhko arpana, kya lage mera. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. Bhakta janon ke sangat, das janon ke sangat, janam mirura kare. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Mane chakar rakho ji, gidari lala chakar rakho ji, gidari lala chakar rakho ji, gidari lala chakar rakho ji. Mane chakar rakho ji, gidari lala chakar rakho ji, gidari lala chakar rakho ji, gidari lala chakar rakho ji. Oh chakar rakho, chakar rakho, chakar rakho ji. Chakar rakho, chakar rakho, chakar rakho ji. Mane chakar rakho ji, gidari lala chakar rakho ji. Shama mane chakar rakho ji, gidari lala chakar rakho ji. Govinda mane chakar rakho ji, gidari lala chakar rakho ji. Gidari lala chakar rakho ji, gidari lala chakar rakho ji. Gidari lala chakar rakho ji. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva, tvameva bandhusha sakha tvameva, tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva, tvameva sarva mama deva deva, tvameva sarva mama deva deva. Govinda. Asatoma sagamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityoma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Vinkumochi Lakshmi Narayan Bhagavan ki, Sri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Bhagavan ki, Shri Radha Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki, Shri Mamata Kriya Babaji ki, Shri Ramanujacharya ki. Mense bolo Satgurudeva Sri Swami Vishwananda Mahaprabhu ki. Om Krishna Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijana Vallabhaya Paraya Paramapurushaya Parakama Mantra Yantra Tantra Oshadasya Shastrani Samraya Samraya Mrijo Moshaya Moshaya Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaya Dipti Jvala Prithaya Savadik Shona Mopat Parashme Paramamane Paranjoshe Svaha Om Shanti 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 Shri